program.
Unbelievable. Hamas today is at war with Israel, and Israel is at war with Hamas. And it is going to drag the entire region into chaos. Meanwhile, Hamas is using a photo of a dead child from Syria to wage a propaganda war against Israel. And I watched NBC today. Of course, whose side do you think they're on? Meanwhile, the conservative press is not backing Israel. They'll remain neutral, fair, and balanced, of course. Where the world is at war. Whether you like to admit it or not, the world is at war. And this is the way it always ends when the world is being redesigned and borders are being redrawn and currencies need to be reset. The world always goes to war. We've been warning you about what was coming in the Middle East since before this president was in office. We warned in 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 10, 11, and 12. It's coming. Just the conditions have to be right, and the conditions are beginning to be right. The world has to turn, including us, has to turn against Israel, and we are. The voices are being snuffed out. The world needs a bad guy, and we're about to have two of them. We're about to have Israel and the great Satan. But the great Satan is turning. The great Satan is turning, and they think they're going to be able to save themselves by coming in at the end and saying, oh boy, the way we were on your side the whole time. By funding evil, by arming evil. But evil remembers. And in the end, whether you like it or not, you will be fighting against radical Islam, whether it is in the streets here in America or the streets of Benghazi, you will be fighting radical Islam. And if it's not you, it'll be your children. I'd rather have the fight myself. I'd rather have the fight when we have the strength to fight. I'd rather fight it with paperwork. I'd rather fight it in the court system than with guns. I'd rather fight it with the truth, because that's really all that is required, the truth. But the truth is too painful of an agenda. The truth can get you killed today. The truth can get you smeared today. But the truth is coming. The truth is coming in our currency. Last night we did a show on the Weimar Republic and showed you what happened when you print currency. You can make $1 billion. You could be a billionaire. Who wants to be a billionaire? People were making hundreds of billions of dollars by the end in the Weimar Republic. Last night I laid out on a giant chalkboard all the things that Germany did. They're exactly the same as what we have done. And the most important thing that Germany did in the end was the decay of societal values, the decay of the truth, the decay of man's love for man. I told you when Tunisia, when the guy first set himself on fire, the president said, that's Rosa Parks. I said, that's the Archduke Ferdinand. When Egypt first started rioting in the streets, I said, that's the beginning of the caliphate. The president said, that's the Muslim Brotherhood. They're largely secular and our friend. When Hamas was attacked yesterday by Israel, I said, that's the beginning of World War III. The president and everybody else says, there goes Israel. There they go again. We should talk some more to our enemies.